Welcome in. Generosity is the topic today. This morning I wrote down a bunch of things that I can do for others today. It was just empowered, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so generous with my time today. So I feel like there's some generosity in this reading. And the reason why I feel generous is because my T's are crossed, my I's are dotted. I've paid attention to the details so that I'm ready to just serve in whatever way that I can. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check your spiritual vitals. Also, we've got the Knight of Pentacles here, and so we'll deep dive a little bit more into what that means. But first off, we're going to check the surrounding energy. Like, what is your Merkaba star programmed with energetically? Oof. So I've got anger. And so we've got fire, we've got fierceness, we've got warrior energy, we've got determination, we've got perseverance, all kinds of fast, dynamic energy, intensity, right? So we know today my Merkaba star is intense, impactful, okay? And then we've got your emotional is hungry. So you are just wanting emotional presence. You're wanting somebody to hear you, to see you, to listen to you. It's like, who am I? Kind of language, kind of dialogue, kind of energy. Your emotional state is wanting to express itself, but maybe just doesn't have a safe space. But your emotional energy is exploding in this Merkaba. It's like, right? Anger. That's the pain point, is anger. That pain point is causing emotional energy to come through. And listen, it doesn't matter if there's somebody there. Your emotional energy can come through. You don't have to have somebody to see. You don't need a witness. We don't need a witness. You can scream, dance, run around in your backyard naked, scream. Like, I scream on the freeway. Like, if I have vent up energy when I'm driving down the freeway, nobody can hear me. And if they can, they're just going to be passing me by. It's okay. Okay, so we've got mental growth. So your mind is expanding through this emotional energy and through this fierceness. The fire is burning away what isn't working for you. This could be very uncomfortable, by the way, and that's normal. We don't want to try to make ourselves comfortable. Like, I don't want to be eating or getting a drink or we don't want to suppress this. We want to sit with it. Like, I just want to sit with it. I just want to feel free with it, okay? Your physical is trust. That's awesome. I love the colors of these cards, too. I don't know if you can see them, but they're so... Look, it's like every chakra so far. Look at that. It's awesome. Okay, and then we've got spiritual. Frustration. Frustration just means that you're just trying to discern what's right and what's left, what's right and left, what's up and down. But what you really need to realize is that there's no separation. So you've got anger here, so that frustration is perfect. It's like explosive energy. Frustration in spiritual just means that, like, you could be mad at God. Like, why are you doing this to me? Right? Why? What's happening? And then your challenge is realizing how successful you already are and how much you've already been through. That's literally your challenge, is to see your own value and to see, like, this clearing out of energy, of all this negative energy, is help. Look at every color here. This is so neat. Okay, and your last one, I love it because that's the last card is strength, and I pulled the strength card. Not bad. So anger is your Merkaba star. So you've got anger surrounding you. You could have people mad at you. You could be mad. You could be dynamic, fire, energy, impactful. The towers are falling. Things are dissolving. Like an eruption of energy, which is the reason why is because your emotional energy is hungry. It wants validation. It wants confirmation. The mind is expanding and growing, so it's stepping outside its comfort zone. But you are trusting the process in your physical. You're trusting that the physical is leading you in the right direction. You are feeling frustrated in your spiritual. That just means, like, a spiritual, remember, is your body. It's a body, mind, and spirit, but spiritual is like how you care for yourself, how you nurture yourself. That's what spiritual is. It's not woo-woo, foo-foo stuff. That all is, there's no separation in any of that. So spiritual is how you take care of yourself. What are you frustrated about in your physical body? What's not working in your physical body? What environment are you putting your physical body in? Your physical body is feeling frustrated. And then your weakness is seeing your own success, the I am, how far you've come, how much work you've done. I know that in my practice, I often see collectively that the emotional can't catch up with where they're at. Like, the emotional part has been dormant. So, like, right, you're in a full-grown body, but you're still emotionally suppressed. And so we are bringing your emotions to the forefront. We're finally saying, come on, emotions, let's get this party started. And at first, the delivery of your emotions is sporadic, ambiguous, all over the place, right? And so this would be like feminine expression, and you need a safe space. You need to give yourself a safe space to expose those emotions and feel good about it. We don't need a partner to do that, although that would be a better outlet for sure. Would love that. But look at the colors here. We've got root chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, root chakra, or no, actually this is sacral, and then we've got root chakra again. So all your chakras are lit up. All your chakras are lit up. So be aware of that. When our chakras are lit up, our emotional is explosive. But what's neat is I have the Knight of Pentacles here, and before I got onto this reading, I was like, what's going down? Like, what is ultimately this reading about? This is an individual taking responsibility. Like, you're finally taking accountability and responsibility for this energy. Generosity, you're feeling generous. For you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're feeling generous by, giving brownies to the neighbor, but you're starting to feel more generous in what you are receiving, the reciprocity coming in. But I can tell you the Knight of Pentacles is methodical. This is Virgo energy. And so that's earthy energy, grounding energy, passive, very passive, but this is the one that stays back to drive all the drunks home at the end of the night. This is the one that is super responsible. So you have probably been holding the weight, right? Everybody kind of bypasses all the details and doesn't realize that those details have been methodically, managed by you. But I want you to know right now, you're not the managing position. You're not in that management position to manage everybody else's details. And so I really do feel like this energy is clearing that out. You're letting go of responsibilities that have nothing to do with you. And remember, when you take responsibility for somebody else, you take their power away. You take their life away from them. It's not nice. It's actually not nice. I thought it was, right? I thought, if I just help. But what happens is they never end up helping themselves. And then when you step back, or when you're no longer available, they're lost. They don't know where to go. That's why we're so suppressed. It's like the mother who overextended herself, was over-attentive to her child, and now her child doesn't know how to do anything by themselves. She's at 18, kicking them to the curb, and they're getting their own place, and they don't know how to inspire themselves. They don't know how to motivate themselves. They don't know how to get a job. If they do get a job, it's just the bare minimum so that they can go back home and sleep in their... Like, listen, we're not doing that. We are empowering each other. Like, I will take care of me and you will take care of you. And if for some reason we can guide and support each other along the way, perfect. If we can go in the kitchen and make dinner together, that's awesome. If you have any questions about how to cook dinner, that's awesome. I don't mind answering. I'm not going to do it for you. It's like somebody comes and asks you, like, how to make something, and you're like, oh, I'll just make it for you. No. Give them some guidance and let them do it themselves. You are not the weight bearer. You're not. You release and dissolve that right now. Okay, I'm looking. This is the archetype deck. The seed. So it looks like you planted a seed a long time ago. You were prepared. This is mission in motion. So you've asked for this spiritual energy. You've asked for this. So you've already been on part of this journey. You've already done this. But now it's more intense. More intense. And I can tell you, the journey I've been on for 19 years, I have unfolded layer after layer after layer after layer. I can go on infinitely after layer after layer. Just when you think you've done it all, something else comes through the portal. It's a never-ending journey. What you're doing is you're learning how to participate, how to be a part of, how to be just in it. You're the house in the middle of the storm. That's what you are cultivating, right? But the storm never ends. Never. Heck, life be boring if there were no storms. I love storms. I love potential opportunities to challenge myself. Okay. Release the soul burden. Release the soul burden. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. Speak it, feel it, and finally let go. Oh. Good stuff. Do you see that? Ooh, for some reason I wanted to pull the love cards, so I'm just going to see. Whoever's on your mind, we'll do a quick whoever's on your mind. You guys are about to meet, come into presence. Meeting, talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendships. Freaking awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to look at your planetary influence because I just want to see, like, this is some intense energy. But we've got passive. We've got somebody that is calm and kind of just, maybe that's what's happening on the outside. Third house communication. So we've got Gemini. We've got third house communication. I'm going to check that one out really quick just to see. So, okay, so your challenge is chatter is not the same as communication. Sibling or sibling-like rivalry can challenge you to grow in small doses, but don't let it distract from your self-direction. Stay on target. The gift here is we are all siblings in the eye of spirit. Let that sink in. Yeah, exactly. I love that. That is a kind of a code that I have. I just understand that from a very innate sense that we are all brothers and sisters. We're all here to brainstorm and find out what's going on in the psychological. It's like this is your counsel, right? You come to the table or you come to this reading and we're going, okay, what are the underlying energies that you're working with so that when you do go and interact and connect with your family, friends, community, you understand today there's a lot of fire, a lot of aggressive energy. You could have drivers racing past you. You could have people walking fast in the grocery store. You could have, so that's why we do this, is because I want to know what energy I, as an individual, am working with. It doesn't mean my neighbor is working with fire energy today. They might be working with earth energy today. We don't know. And I'm hungry. My emotional state is hungry. So I may find myself in situations where I'm begging for attention. So I have to harness that, hold that strong, pull it back, and remember I'm already successful. I already have value. I don't need the stranger to give me value. I don't need anybody to give me confirmation or validation. What I want is connection. I just want to have a tribe around me that supports me energetically, not think about my wounds or my pain. I don't want that. I just want people around me that are just literally there supporting me. That way, if I'm sad, I can just be sad. I don't have to define it. I don't have to explain it. I don't have to tell you about it. I don't have to explore it. I can just have my feelings without you poking and prodding at me. Your energy is growth, so people are growing around you mentally. You might have deeper conversations today. You might come across people that or somebody that challenges your mental, gives you a new idea. Trust. You're trusting your physical, so you are 100% in full faith that your physical is leading you in the right direction. That could mean that you are actively answering the call to action. Your spiritual is frustrated. That means I need to focus on my physical today. Oof. I'm just going to let that go. I'm washing towels right now. Do you see? Like impact, like anger. So my energy around me is very intense. So that just was a confirmation. Okay, and then we've got success. So in the weakness. So that means I really want to spend some time today focusing on me and what it is that I supply. What do I influence? How do I inspire people? Those are the things that make me feel good about being me, basically. And then in your strength. This is your superpower. But it doesn't mean that you have to hold the burden, right? So release the soul burden. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. Okay, so now that I know that, right? The next step is to speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. I am not the burden holder. I am not the burden holder. You're the seed. What does that mean? That means, like, you could trigger people easily, especially if you're carrying this intensity. Goodness gracious. I got the washer acting. I got sneezing coming in. We're releasing a lot of energy. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, so what does that mean to be the seed? Okay, you can trigger people really easily because your energy is so fierce and intense. And that is like the sword of truth. So you can plant seeds in every connection that you have. You might notice something other people don't notice. You might say something that somebody needed to hear. One word, one phrase, and one interaction can transform somebody's life. One. Just one. And that's a pretty amazing thing to know and understand. And so my daily life, I'm so intentional with the words that I speak because I want to make sure that I'm, number one, being a grounded individual. I'm not walking around trying to please anybody. I'm not a nice person. I'm kind. Loving kindness is again my value system. It's like my code of conduct. I am a loving, kind person, but I will tell you the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not pleasing you. That's all facade. It's not substantial, grounded energy. Like, how many times do somebody, like, you just, like, your voice raises, all of a sudden a smile on your face, but is that actually how you're feeling? Is that actually, okay, so this is your most predominant emotion today. We're just going to take a look at that. Oof. Redirection. I got rejection, so that's a big deal. So, let me show you this card. If you're driving, don't look, but look. Rejection, redirection, redirection. Remember, that's rejection. Anytime you feel rejected, that is redirection. You got to redefine your words. You got to understand that every word is dark and light, good and bad, yin and yang. You always have the opportunity to redefine every emotion, every word. You want to build new relationships with it in the way that best suits you. Not what the dictionary says, not with Bob, Dick, and Sue say down the street. It's all about the way that you redefine that energy. And so the last card for today is the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, abundance is coming in. I'm pretty sure we shifted mindset here, and you are on fire, literally. You're building strength. You're turning your wounds into gifts, and just stay the course. If this video resonated, I would be grateful for you to subscribe and share with a friend you feel like needs this message, and go ahead and like it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby. I'm a psychic medium, twin flame facilitator, and most of all, and especially a Reiki practitioner, clearing out all of the energy. I love you guys. Thank you, and it's an honor to be here.